Hi everyone, we're Team 7. I'm David, this is Chris, Sagar, and Cody. And for our design, we decided to go with Buddy here. So Buddy, at a young age, next slide. Buddy at a young age loved to swim, and he loved to swim without stopping ever. He also was obsessed with explosives, so naturally he decided to grow up to be a Navy SEAL diver. Buddy actually stands for Basic Underwater Demolition Diver Toy, and his mission is to destroy a boat as rapidly as he can. So originally we decided we wanted to target a market of children from ages 3 to 13, specifically children with militaristic imaginations and who also have a body of water at their disposal. Originally we wanted something that would fit in the bath, but we decided to scale it up maybe for a swimming pool size. So obviously here was our algorithm. Navy SEAL plus water equals Buddy. Who's next?
All right. So the propulsion system of Buddy is created through the use of a small electric motor. It's actually geared down, so pretty much it takes a 6-volt battery that we got from Radio Shack, and the gearing here takes it down to about 150 revolutions per minute. And also, it prevented us from going anything higher than 6 volts, and there'd be a clutch in there for safety purposes as well. So, onto the concept generation. So we sat down for about 2 hours and kind of went through a few design things, and then pretty much came to this. As you can see here, the model's pretty much the same. We switched from a wind-up power toy to electric power, probably just to be a little bit more consistent and have more oomph through the water. And as you can see, we also have the boat on the right as well. So actually, I was responsible for the geometry of the head. So this is the head right here, front and back. So most of this was created through the use of a lot of fillets and basic ellipse geometries. I'm gonna go over to the next one. It's Cody. Here you go, Cody.
Okay, here's the torso made within Pro E with a lot of variable section sweeps and also the use of the style tool just to manipulate surfaces. So that's about it.
The legs and the arms were kind of a complex design that used many sketches and blends to really get the profile of the human leg and arm.
The mechanism we used for the toy is shown here. Basically, this is the motor that we have, and the output shaft, we fabricated these small pulleys with ridges on them to work with the timing belts that are shown here, which run the arms and the legs as shown in the video next. Right. So the timing belts would make sure that these run at the same speed and are synchronized. And this is what the entire model looks like when it's running. So.
All right, so when we went to put this together, everything went together. However, it was a bit of a pain. I can't turn it on right now since this thing was working for a short while. However, one of the small components snapped. So that kind of locked up the rest of it, but you can kind of see the motion. Each leg rotates like this, offset from each other, and the arms rotate like that. All under motor power, and like I said, it did work for a short time, but one of the small parts snapped. So if we were to had a little bit more time, we would reiterate this design, focusing on first of all designing and doing a stress analysis on the small parts to make sure those wouldn't break, and also designing for assembly, because we had a lot of small parts held within the torso that were very difficult to put together. So
Here's a video of it getting to work during.
English reverse, so we can solve
That's so here's a little bit of a demonstration because to add play value to the toy, we decided it'd be cool if it actually blew up a boat or had some sort of significance other than just swimming. So we got an Arduino and just made a simple code so that when Buddy comes in proximity to this Arduino, which would be in theory on a boat, it would signal a noise indicating that he completed his mission. So there you go. He blew up the boat.
As soon as he's close to the boat, he's probably planted the bomb on it.
And by that time, he's gone and mission complete. Thank you. Any questions?
How do you keep the battery from shorting out?
As in waterproofing? Well, that was one thing that we were going to do before or after the construction, but after we had the brake and the lever, it kind of seemed unnecessary to throw this thing in the water if it wasn't going to work. But the plan was to make sure that all of the joints were waterproof, possibly with petroleum-based lubricant, so that they can move and keep out water.
What's your target market?
It was children ages 3 to 13 with water at their disposal, and they like military-based toys.
What turns? Yeah, I can show that slide again. So this was the motor that we have here, and with the output shaft, it rotates and it actuates. Oh, turn that way.
Oh.
It does not.
It
turn
doesn't.
At now.
It
at
would
the moment.
swim straight. The child playing with the toy would aim it towards the boat and release it, trying to hit the target.
Yeah, I think I saw a question over there.
Yeah, the power source. You said it was a 6-volt lithium battery?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. How expensive are they, and how readily available are they? As a parent, it's either AA, AAAs, or Cs.
Right.
All right. It could also. How much was this?
14.
Yeah, the 6-volt battery we found was $14. However, this could also be used with a 9-volt battery, but we would need to add a voltage divider to drop down that voltage. So it could use a standard battery.
Does it actually, like, I know when it comes into proximity to the boat, it makes an explosion noise, but what does Buddy do? Does he keep going until he hits the boat himself?
Yeah, he'll keep
Okay.
going.
So that won't break?
No.
Okay. You're gonna have a good explosion noise, right? Not that little.
Yeah, that's,
Oh, yeah.
that's concept.
Any other questions? One in the back.
So how does it replicate the human tendency of floating underwater? So how does it float underwater? Did you do any post-processing?
It's on the surface, so the child won't lose the toy if he's playing with it in a lake or a pond. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks.